Yes guys, welcome back to Sane Football View. This is another video, brand new video. We're going to talk about what's going on really at the reason why Morgan Roger chose Chelsea. That's why he has chosen Chelsea. If you have a team like Arsenal, the Premier League winner, the Champions League qualified, he has everything to play for, but he keeps choose Chelsea. Why he does that? So this is what we're going to talk about. We got to understand the reason why, and there is so many also news what Aston Villa talk about with Chelsea, about the Chelsea players they are interested in. Stick around, that's what we're going to talk about. So if you're new here, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's grow this channel. So medias break are set. Also, this is what one thing also I forgot to tell you in the last video. Middlesbrough are set to receive a 15 million from Aston Villa as a consequences of Morgan Roger transfer to Chelsea. A solo clause was negotiated as part of deal in Foot report. So this is a really Middlesbrough where Morgan Roger plays before. When they bought him from Middlesbrough to Aston Villa, he has a risk clause of 15%. So this is a 15 million pound is going to be paid to Middlesbrough. So this is really a good deal for the small team. 15 million going to pocket this season. So good, happy days, everybody's happy. So let's really see why really Chelsea, this young man, he has chosen Chelsea over Arsenal. So even Johnny Obi Mikhail, the former midfielder of Chelsea, has really expressed this on his channel. Roger choosing Chelsea over Arsenal. So Chelsea finished 10th. This is a fact. And then Arsenal won the league. That's another fact. This is two things, man. If you choosing, you cannot choose a Chelsea in real life. But yet Morgan Roger still choose Chelsea. Why? This is a real question we need to ask. That alone tells you how powerful this football is still. This is the legacy of Chelsea, the history. Everybody grow up thinking Chelsea is a team of London. So that's the reason why this is yet another ambition Chelsea has shown in buying this young man. People can laugh at Chelsea finishing, but top players look beyond the one season. They look at the project, the manager, the vision, and the pressure of wearing one of the biggest shirts in the football history. So that is true. When some players, when they play in the other team, is never the same. The pressure you feel when you're wearing this badge really is really higher than any other club in England, even Manchester City, even Man United. So if you play for Chelsea, it's really big pressure. If you don't perform 1 or 3 games, you start to feel pressure. So that's the reason why Chelsea is the really highest team in London. If you are winning the league and still lose your top target to a club that finished 10th, that is a statement that they call a big club business. Chelsea's power has never disappeared. So as I told you guys, Chelsea, everybody sees Chelsea as the really biggest team in London. Regardless how Chelsea finish number 10th, but it's still really attracting a young players, as you can see. So this young player, he came to Chelsea because of the history of Chelsea, not just because of last season was disaster. That is something else. Any club can go through that. But this is the reason why I can tell you Morgan Roger, he has chosen Chelsea because of the history of this club and that legacy of wearing this badge and then fighting for this badge is never the same with the other clubs. So that's the reason why everybody can say, oh, Chelsea is no longer a big club. Or no, it still is. So in my opinion, Chelsea is going to really again and again and again attract young players, talented players. So guys, let me know what you think down below. If you think this young man has made a mistake, in my opinion, he did not make a mistake. So Nico Jackson also was among names discussed between Aston Villa. This is a guy Chelsea tried to afford, but Aston Villa spoke about him when they were discussing Morgan Lodger, and Villa and Chelsea didn't contact over last 24 hours. Omery loves Jackson since they used to work together at Villa, was also targeted last summer. So he wanted even to buy him last summer, but Chelsea chose to send him to Bayern Munich. But Aston Villa, they're still really interested. So I think Chelsea is going to pull out another surprises. He can get something like 70 million. I believe that is really around there. That is going to be conversation. So I don't know how much is going to be worth, but it's going to be really a big money also. It's not going to go cheap, that's for sure. Aston Villa acquired Nico Jackson during the talk with the Chelsea for Morgan Jackson. So Jackson's future is one to watch. Some for Liam Delap, who has interest from multiple Premier League clubs. Both players seeking clarification of their role under Xavi Alonso, but is he expected one of the pair depart. So that's, as I told you guys, one of these two guys has to go. They cannot keep both of them. There are too many. 5 strikers in one season is not a good idea, and Chelsea has to play one game a week. They don't have a Champions League. They have only a league and the Carabao Cup, and yeah, that's it. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and the Premier League, 3 competition, and that is not a good enough. So normally you have such a squad when you have like a 6-7 competition to get involved in, but now is only 3, and once a week, one game a week is going to be not really fun to have 5 strikers in your disposal. So they have to let some go, otherwise it won't be really good. So also Aston Villa really is looking or option. They were really talking about so many players from Chelsea when they were talking about Morgan Lodger. Another Aston Villa have rejected also interest in Alejandro Garnacho. So during yesterday discussion for Morgan Lodger, Garnacho name also came up. All parties are aware that the player is open to leave, where Chelsea are looking for an interested club to meet their valuation. So they still have to pay money. Chelsea evaluate him. So that's the reason why at this stage Garnacho prioritize remain as Roma and has no serious considered Aston Villa proposal. So I don't know if he's going to accept a proposal from Aston Villa, but it's a team from London. He might think twice. If he has a family, it's a win. He stay in London. He don't have to move. That's a really good thing about moving to a London club. So that's also, there are also a doubt over whether Roma will be able to match Chelsea asking price, but in football situation can change quick. So more developing are expected coming days. So this is really what I also was thinking. I don't think an Italian club is going to match what Chelsea asking for Garnacho. So they have to really think to have a second option. That's the reason why they are also offering him to Aston Villa. They know they have money. They have received 117 million from Chelsea. So if Chelsea asking 70, 60, they know they have money. So that's the reason why I think he might go to really Aston Villa. Let me know what you think down below, guys, because this is might be really possibility. Alejandro Garnacho gives priority to AS Roma potential next destination with talk and going with Chelsea. So he has really choose to go to upload himself to Italy. This depends on club to club talk, as the Chelsea insists on a permanent guaranteed exit. Roma offer loan with buy clause to become mandate. So this is happened before. Roma want to really asking a loan with the obligation to buy, but Chelsea is not buying it. Chelsea, they want him to buy a player. They don't want a loan. They want them to buy him cash, whatever they're going to do it, but they have to sign him this season. He has to go. He has to leave a club. That is a Chelsea position. So loan or obligation to buy, they are not really kneeing on this. So another really player of Chelsea, every Chelsea fan want to hear about it, is Enzo Fernandez. Right now, this is David Onstens. So right now, I don't know of those offer whether it has been Manchester City or Real Madrid coming in, and so he will presume stay at Chelsea and mean the World Cup who suggests his player that Chelsea shouldn't want to keep, but it's not quite that straightforward. So as I told you guys, when I look the way Enzo Fernandez play this World Cup, he's not a player to let it go. But as we speak, as I'm making this video in 1 hour, I think in 1 hour something, we're going to watch a final. If it produce another really performance, a best performance, I don't think we're going to keep Enzo Fernandez. Real Madrid is going to come back. Because if he produces something, Real Madrid is going to come back, get him from Chelsea. That is my opinion. So guys, let me know what you think, where Enzo Fernandez is going to end up. Let me know what you think down below, guys. And other players, Chelsea also looking forward. So Chelsea have now had former talk with the Crystal Palace over a move for Marcel Lacroix, who is also appreciated by Arsenal. So Palace value the player at minimum £55 million. That is really decent pound, but when I look him last night, France against England, he was not convincing really, man. He's not a player to change, to swap with the Chalaba. Chalaba was much better in my opinion, but yeah, Lacroix, he's not a player to bring in to if we want to be serious. That is my opinion. I don't think he's a player we need to bring in. He's not going to bring that different we're looking for. So we're looking for somebody who's really good enough, who's really going to change a team, who's going to change the dynamic of a team, a leader. This guy, I don't think he is. So I have one guy in mind. I don't know if Chelsea ever gonna pursue him. This guy from Bayern Munich, really guy from Bayern Munich. I think he's from Korea. This guy really, man, he's good, but he never played for Bayern. He always on the bench, but he's really good player. So guys, let me know what you think down below, which defender Chelsea might go for. So let me know what you think down below. If you're new, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's grow this channel. Otherwise, take care of yourself. Ciao.